This video is sponsored by Google Play. You guys know I like to talk about video games here, especially games from my childhood, aka the 90s. I'm a simple guy. I like nostalgia, cartoons, and video games. And for a lot of people, there is nothing more nostalgic, cartoony, and a video game than Crash Bandicoot. Yes, Crash Bandicoot. This series was a total game changer back in the day. You play as the crazy orange Bandicoot himself as you try to stop this evil scientist named Dr. Neo Cortex from taking over the world. What else would it be? These games were instant hits back in the day, and Crash himself quickly became an icon in the gaming world. And I am a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. Legit, you can't look at any individual corner of my bedroom without seeing at least one Crash Bandicoot figure. I don't have a problem. Leave me alone. But unlike most of the other things I ramble about here on YouTube, I don't know if I would say I grew up with Crash Bandicoot. See, none of the consoles I had when I was a little kid could play those original Crash games. I didn't know anything about the games or the series history. All I knew was Cartoon Silly Man look fun, I want that. Fast forward a couple years and a new Crash game hits the shelves, Crash Twinsanity. And Crash had gone multi-platform by now, so you know I had to have it. But there was one unavoidable hurdle in my way. I was a tiny child with no money. But my parents made me a deal. See, if you couldn't tell from, well, every video I've ever made, I wasn't much of an outdoorsy kid. But for some reason, my parents really wanted me to learn to ride a bike. To which I said, shh, cartoons. Yeah, I wasn't interested. Like, at all. But then my parents said something that, to this day, I still cannot believe. If you learn to ride a bike, we will buy you anything you want. Yes, they said anything. So, I did it. I spent months figuring out how to balance on this piece of garbage, and eventually I managed to not suck long enough to convince my parents that I had actually learned to ride a bike. And I think you know where this is going. My reward for learning to ride a bike was Crash Twinsanity. Seriously, they said I could get anything I wanted, and I picked one individual game, Crash Twinsanity. Worth it! That sounds like a joke, but honestly, it kinda was worth it because I played Crash Twinsanity to death. And that's it. Yeah, for real. That was the entirety of my childhood experience with Crash Bandicoot. That's not enough to lead to this. Well, for once in these videos, the story goes beyond my days as a tiny little baby because Crash didn't enter my life again until 2014 when I joined the Game Theorist channel. I got used copies of Crash 1, 2, and 3 and immediately fell in love. I started playing and thinking about these games constantly. I made an episode of A Brief History about Crash. Heck, I even started writing music inspired by Crash. Yeah, I was deep into the world of Crash Bandicoot at this point. So imagine all this. Within the span of a few years, rediscovering a game series from your childhood, really falling in love with the series right as it gets a massive comeback, and then, about a month ago, getting an email from Google Play who wants to sponsor you to just talk about the game series you love and play the newest game in the franchise. Yeah, that was pretty exciting. So yeah, Google Play is sponsoring today's video and asked me to check out Crash on the Run for mobile devices. The Bandicoot is back, on the run, and on your phone! And I'll admit, I'm a bit of a skeptic when it comes to mobile games sometimes, but this game hooked me immediately. It's a runner game, which, when you think about it, isn't far off from what Crash has always been. It's really polished, it runs smoothly, the animation is nice, it's got all the familiar faces and classic settings you'd want from Crash, a bunch of different modes and mechanics like time trials, challenge runs, joining teams, and competing against other teams to unlock rewards like different skins for Crash through a seasonal battle pass. I've seriously been sinking a ton of time into this game, man. In fact, I kinda just want to play more of it now. Luckily, I can goof off and turn it into content! So hey, this is Two Can Play That Game. I'm joined by fellow YouTuber Jazzy Guns. Her channel will be linked in the description and in the end screen, so definitely check her out. And we're gonna play some Crash on the Run. So what's your history with the Crash Bandicoot franchise?
The earliest memory that I have of like playing Crash Bandicoot was when I was like maybe 4 years old. My parents were like big fans of Crash Bandicoot, so like they played along with me and my brother, and like that was always like such like a fun thing to play like on the console, and it was just like I just loved all the colors, like, you know, as a kid seeing like the rainbow mask and everything, like that was really cool to me. I always tried to get like all of the boxes, like I never wanted to miss a box.
What is your history with the Crash What is your history with the Crash franchise? Because I know that you've played before.
The first time I ever got to really play the originals was in 2014.
Oh, wow.
When I finally got like a used console and like some old games off the internet. And
Yeah, they're like antiques now almost.
yeah, first one I really got to play was Crash 2. 3D platformers are the exact kind of games that I can spend any day of my life playing.
Right.
Okay, I gotta hit the button at the right time.
You gotta focus.
Stupid crab. Get rid of the crab! What do I gotta do next? I got blue ant, pink elephant, gun, and green guy.
Oh, Pink Elephant is fun. Pink Elephant is a fun boss to fight.
What's his name? Oh, it's just Frosty Pink Elephant. His name is just Pink Elephant.
Thought you had a fancier one. What was your first thought when you heard that Crash was coming to mobile?
Great. Awesome. I love Crash, and there were no Crash games for like 10 years.
A long time. Yeah.
After 2008, there was just nothing. So, yes, we've got the remakes. Yes, we've got Crash 4, but just keep making more.
Right.
Like have fun.
I was surprised when they said it crashed on mobile. I was like, on mobile? What is this? And so I was just curious as to how like they were gonna do this. And I'm so glad that it's like in a running format because these are so easy to like get into. And it's like something that's very addictive to me. So it's very easy to like catch on. Like and I already like Crash anyway, so it's perfect.
Oh no, I got hit. Oh no.
Oh no, did I distract you?
I'm doing terribly. So what were you most excited about with Mobile Crash?
With Mobile Crash for one, definitely seeing him again. Like Crash, his just characters looks like so cool to me. Like and seeing like the different skins that they have for him. Like I'm playing the blue skin that he has because that looks so cool to me.
Crash's design is very quintessential 90s cartoon character. The most exciting thing for me was just having Crash in my pocket anytime I wanted. And getting to see how Crash would change to be on mobile, but how it would stay faithful, and they absolutely nailed it. Crash as a franchise is built on the running hallway genre.
Yeah.
So this is the perfect way to do a Crash mobile game. Pink Elephant Boss!
Oh, the Pink Elephant is so fun.
He's doing a little shimmy jam.
He's my favorite. What Battle Pass item are you most looking forward to unlocking?
Ooh, actually, let me see if I can pull it up. I'm looking at the skins right now. Oh, the spring skin looks nice. It's just like yellow Crash and white pants. If you could create your own challenge for Crash on the Run, ooh, what would it be?
Ooh, never miss a box.
Yeah.
And that includes like the nitro boxes. Like you can't just skip them because you know you're not supposed to hit them. Like actually hit something into it to make them go away.
Yes. I was actually thinking, funnily enough, the opposite.
Oh.
I'd like to see how far you can get in levels without touching anything.
Boxes. Oh.
No boxes, collecting no fruits, killing no enemies, just dodging everything.
That would actually be kind of hard, actually, now that I think about it. Because I think some paths it's like you are destined to hit one. Oh, I just died. I just died. I wasn't paying attention and then, well, I was, but I was answering the question and then I just hit the fruit box and died.
Oh no!
Yes. All right, so what is your favorite throwback mobile game?
Sorry, I almost ran right into a wall.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I didn't have like a proper smartphone for a while. I had just like a standard little flip phone, and the only game on it was Tetris. I was all about Angry Birds. The original Angry Birds from like 2011, 2012.
The original rage-inducing games.
I used to play that so much, and then I get so mad when I don't do it in the right amount of moves, and I'm like, no. And it was like privately too, because like nobody else knows that you're playing the game, so it's like you're just sitting there and just enraged, like why? But I always loved Tetris. Tetris was always something that was fun for me, and Candy Crush. Candy Crush was always cool to me. Like I used to ride the bus to work a lot before I had a car, and so like that's all I would be doing on my phone is like just playing either Tetris or Candy Crush because it was a long ride. So I'm like, let me just sit here and just try to get the best score I can.
If you could play a game with anyone, living or dead, who would it be?
Oh, I was thinking about this question. I was honestly thinking about Samuel Jackson. I feel like that would be very interesting to see.
I bet he would have some great commentary.
Yes, his commentary is probably not the most family friendly, but I would just love to see like him rage. Like that would just be so funny to me.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, I have always wanted to play a video game with someone who had never heard or seen a video game before in my life. Like, what do you think William Howard Taft, 27th President of the United States, would think about Crash Bandicoot on mobile devices? What do you think?
Like, what is this evil thing?
What do you think his opinions are on the AAA video game industry? He lived 100 years ago. I'm sure he's got plenty of opinions.
I really wonder if they would be scared of our technology. Like, would they be scared of Crash?
I feel like it might hurt their eyes. Do you have any tips for like aspiring gamers out there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I say definitely play what you enjoy, okay? Like, don't force yourself to chore yourself through a game for 8 hours because you see other people doing it and it's getting them views and things like that, but you yourself are not enjoying it. It will feel worse than going to a job that you hate. It's like the same thing. Like you don't get excited to go to that job you hate. So why would you do something that you don't like doing?
Yeah.
So like that's why I say always do something that you like to do.
Yeah. I will say though, my advice, it's like a little bit contradictory. Don't play something just because it's popular or you think it will get views, but be open to new types of experiences. Like some of the best experiences I've had playing games have come from things that were not anything like what I would normally play.
Exactly.
Just completely different genres. And heck, like I'm not even that experienced of a mobile gamer, so playing something like Crash here is a little bit out of my comfort zone.
But it's fun though.
I've been so addicted to this Crash game, so it's like being open to new experiences can broaden your horizons and bring you experiences that you never would have thought you would have had. So what was the last game you got from the Google Play Store?
I think the last one was actually Candy Crush. I think that was the last one because it occupies me for so long.
I know people who have spent a lot of time. A lot of people in my family have spent a lot of time in Candy Crush.
Yes, and then people make fun of it, like, "Oh, you play Candy Crush?" Like, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
The last game that I downloaded off Google, I missed the jump. I was gonna go down the hole and then I jumped and then I missed it, so I'm missing secrets. Why am I so bad? There was this game called Pac-Man 256. Which it's old school Pac-Man, but it uses like this fun bit of trivia of the old school Pac-Man games where there's a kill screen. The entire screen just glitches out. And they took that and they made an endless Pac-Man game out of it, where the bottom of the screen is just always coming up at you and you just gotta keep playing Pac-Man and go up as high as you possibly can.
That sounds so chaotic and fun at the same time.
It is. Let's build some bombs.
On the topic of being family friendly, let's make a bomb, you guys. Let's go ahead and craft this bomb. What ingredients do we need? Oh, God. So
next question.
Getting back on track.
Let's save this.
What game are you looking forward to downloading in the Google Play Store?
Ooh, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, actually.
Oh, wait, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, I was late to the Animal Crossing train. Now I'm like really interested to go and see how they did it on mobile. So what games are you looking forward to downloading from the Google Play Store?
Oh, hopefully more like this. Ones that are like, like those games that like, you know, usually see people play on different platforms, like, you know, the console platform, and bring them to mobile, because I think that would definitely encourage people to play mobile games, especially those that can't even afford the console games. Like, so that way, like you were mentioning earlier, because like you couldn't back then, like you couldn't play on a console, so at least you had like, you know, your handheld. It'll be the same thing here, like on mobile. Like if I can't play on the console, or if I want to play like when I'm at work or waiting on lunch break or something like that, I could go to my phone and play like Crash if I wanted to, or something else. Like, so I think that would be cool if they did more of.
So, what was the last unexpected app you downloaded from the Google Play Store?
Let's see. The last unexpected.
Something you didn't expect, a surprise.
It was this game. Like, I really didn't think that this would be out. Like, for it to be Crash, I guess the thing that's like making me so surprised at it is because it's Crash.
What is the last unexpected app that you downloaded from the Google Play Store?
It's funny to say this because I am so addicted to the app now, but honestly, it was TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, I downloaded TikTok not really knowing what it was, and now it's like I could spend an entire day on that app.
I have heard people say that. Like, I see so many TikTok clips like on Twitter. That's the only reason why I haven't downloaded it. It's like, why download it if I already see it? But like, I hear people say that they get sucked into like the TikTok like verse for hours.
It is so easy to lose hours of your life on TikTok because it's so entertaining. Thank you for playing with me. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for playing with me too. This was
Yeah,
awesome.
this is a great
Yeah.
time. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested, absolutely be sure to download Crash on the Run from the Google Play Store. It's super fun. Highly recommend it.